ça, Australie... Non, ça va être de l'autre côté. Grande-Bretagne, ok. 2010, 2001, 1905... Ah, 1951, 1958... Tiens. Alors ici, les 28 et 29 avril 1955, Kристиан Диор est allé à la fois au Glasgow Central Hotel et au Gleneagles sur l'invitation du Friends of Friends Council pour des galas de charité, en fait.
C'est à la fois des photos des défilés qui ont eu lieu, backstage, pendant le voyage, on les voit partir. On voit Kристиан Dior en coulisses ou lors du dîner.
Celle avec les Écossais, là, en kilt, elle est géniale. On voit qu'ils regardent visiblement dans le lieu du défilé. C'est assez emblématique. On voit pas la collection, mais en tout cas, on voit que ça suscitait un intérêt certain.
I really like this backstage picture. I think I really express the feeling of the moment.
Of course. All of this, all the colour scheme, was all restored back to the way it was in the 1924, with the beautiful blues, the gold, all the doors are original, the marble staircase. It's a really wonderful space.
Really emotional.
Yeah, exactly right.
I would like to make a show here, but today is too small.
Yeah, exactly.
But we are very excited because I think this is a very special moment for us, for our heritage and the heritage of the place, of course.
We're excited to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There is actually a particular book I would love to show you.
Do you want the key? Is it in the box? In the drawer?
It might be.
I haven't seen it in the drawer, I must say.
No. If we can't find it this moment... No, that's too big.
We can do it another moment.
We could... Claire, can you remember what we did to with the key to this cabinet? I haven't got my glasses now. No, it's here. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Claire, don't worry, Claire. I'm sorry, I thought it was in the cabinet, but it's not. So this book is one of my favourite books, Maria Grazia. Now, you will be able to say this better than I can.
Abiti di tutto il mondo, antichi e moderni.
Exactly. This is a 16th century book. It's got the most wonderful pictures and descriptions of people's costumes from all over the world. This was meant to be describing the character of somebody through their clothes.
Incredible. Donna nobile di Bohemia. All the different dress.
Yes.
Antique and modern. Men and women too.
Men and women, yes. This is a book plate, a much later book plate.
Oh, great.
Belonging to Lord Gwydir, so he's just making sure nobody steals it.
It's a good idea. I think it's beautiful to spend time in this room with this view of the garden.
I think if you've got a garden and a library, you're very happy.
Absolutely. Thank you, thank you. So beautiful.
The gardens would have started as an orchard right back in the 15th century. As taste changed, they started making these parterres and laying out the formal garden, as you can see now.
It's got a very French Renaissance feel.
Yes,
and that's because the Drummonds, they spent a lot of time in France with the exiled Jacobite court in France at Saint-Germain, just outside Paris. So it's got these incredible layers of passages of time.
Incredible story behind the garden, beautiful. I think could be great if it's possible, I don't know, to realize a show here. What do you think?
I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
And Dior was in love for gardens. So
There we
it's
go.
Perfect.
It's perfect in every way.
Hello, yes. I wondered if you could help me. I'm Claire Hunter, I'm based in Scotland, but I'm actually doing some advisory work for Dior in Paris, for Maria Grazia Kьюри and her team, because they're developing ideas towards a Scottish collection. In particular, they want to reference Mary Queen of Scots, and I thought it'd be really helpful and interesting if they actually came to see the Marian hangings at Oxburgh Hall. Would that be at all possible? I'm Claire Hunter. I'm both a writer and a community textile artist. I got involved in the research around this cruise collection through really, well, I suppose my first book, which was Threads of Life. When it was published in Italian, Maria Grazia Kьюри read it. Then she asked if we could meet on a Zoom call. And I thought how wonderful it would be, and maybe how revealing it would be, to tell the story of Mary Queen of Scots, her personal and her political life, but through the prism of her textiles.
Un altro importante riferimento per questa collezione è Maria di Scozia, questa regina che è stata sia regina di Francia che regina di Scozia. La sua storia è molto interessante anche perché abbiamo avuto la fortuna di poter vedere come lei ha utilizzato un linguaggio a me molto caro, quello del ricamo, per poter anche farne un atto politico mentre era in prigionia. È un personaggio che mi ha molto colpito, in particolar modo su questo libro di Clarenter, che è stata sicuramente una guida in questa collezione, perché esprime molto bene come attraverso il tessuto, attraverso il ricamo, c'è una forma importante per conoscere la nostra storia, per conoscere il nostro passato come persone, come questo porta con sé tradizioni che si mescolano e si evolvono.
She used her embroidery in order to set down her own story. And what interests both me and Maria Grazia is how textiles can tell stories. And the fact that Mary used them as a form of autobiography is something that is very powerful and potent to both of us.
Hello.
Hi.
I think we should be able to arrive mid-morning. Yeah, Maria Grazia is always interested in seeing the archive, so if you have any historical material that you can show us, this would be wonderful. It would be really interesting for her to see different patterns you've done in the past, to perhaps conceive some new ones, to understand a little bit the history of the mill as well. A few of us are vegetarian, yes. Okay, wonderful. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. La collaboration avec les artisans, elle intervient très tôt dans le processus créatif. Pour Maria Grazia, c'est important de voir comment ces savoir-faire artisanaux qui font toute l'identité d'un lieu, d'un territoire, peuvent créer un dialogue avec la mode contemporaine.
But the local people call the stones, they are giants. So there are many different stories. Beautiful. And you know, you see the sheep right here.
Yeah.
So you see the link between the sheep that graze here and then it turns into the yarn, which is turned into the tweed.
It's very close with the nature.
Exactly. And in the summer, if you look over there, that would be purple from the heather.
We also have this one. This is actually only a small part of our archive.
Wow. Look,
Yes.
this color palette is magnificent.
It's so, when you see the landscape, then you understand the colours.
Questi too.
Yes. But I love the way that it's a whole community
Yes.
that has
It's
created
really
these
a community
fabrics.
work.
Yes.
It's a really community work. Mi piacciono molto questi qui, anche questi green qua, questi.
When Kристиан Dior came to Scotland in the 1950s, these are the kind of tweeds he would have seen.
The little pied-de-poule is so present in his work.
Yeah. Which would you say is the closest colour to the heather?
I have spent 50 years in the Harris Tweed industry and I'm colourblind.
Oh!
Maybe I shouldn't be telling people that.
Well, then we need to ask.
But I'm retired now, so I'm safely out of it.
Callum, which would you say is the closest colour to heather?
195. This sort of purple.
These, yeah.
Those two there.
Is heather, yeah.
I would just
In the
go like
summer.
this and
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But in any case, all the color are really magnificent. Che belle. Wow.
So you know I was talking about clans, and every clan has their own tartan. What's the name of it?
So it's a hunting MacLeod.
Hunting MacLeod.
It was very important to be able to identify which clan you were from, which
Yes.
family, back when we were all fighting with each other.
Yeah. But would it be possible to work with you to come up with a colourway
Yeah,
that would
absolutely.
be specific to Dior?
Yes.
But in terms of timing, how long would you need?
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6
4,
weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the idea to use the color, the Erica color.
Yes,
I
the
don't know,
heather. The heather.
but mix with the green
Yeah.
to put down in a
Yes.
way that is more wearable.
Yes.
no?
But the idea of a Dior clan is an interesting
I
one,
think
isn't
it's
it?
very nice.
Yeah.
My name's Callum MacLeod. I'm the production and design manager at Harris Tweed Hebrides. One of the things that makes Harris Tweed unique is that it's all woven at the weaver's own home. So we have about 120 weavers who are located all the way around Lewis and Harris. They all produce the same type of Harris Tweed on their double width loom. When you see the orb logo, you know that it's been hand woven by an islander in the Outer Hebrides.
So if you watch, that's what we call a little weight here. And whichever thread stays down there, it collects it.
Yes.
It takes it off and releases. You watch it, watch it.
Yes.
That's it getting released now. And then it just comes
Vedi, quella è
back.
la navetta. No, la navetta, we call it navetta. How many meters do you realize in 1 hour?
You do 4.5 meters, 5 meters an hour. Now, if you keep steady at it, and everything's going fine. You want to try it?
Yes. Piano. Sì.
Just don't go backwards.
Oh, ma insomma, non è facile, eh? Devi prendere il ritmo. Bene. Ciao. I'm ready to stay. Too fast? Eh?
No, it's
Tell
fine.
me.
No, you're fine.
Tell me, eh?
The more you do, the less I have to do.
Guarda che comunque è un bel esercizio per le gambe. Mi piace. Mi piace proprio. Thank you. Mi piace proprio.
Tartan as a fabric has one of the most complicated and powerful and emotional series of stories attached to it. Tartan is so rich because there is both a complexity and a great simplicity to it. There are different geometric lines, both horizontal and vertical. That grid still defines tartan today, and the combination of so many different threads allows to create an infinity of patterns, evoking so many different stories. You have to be the member of a particular clan or a particular family to be able to wear a particular tartan.
This is very similar to the little black watch kilt that you made me, which we still run. It's like one of our classics. So essentially you designed the first garment that we did.
The first one.
The first one. This is definitely my first memory of tartan, this dress. I remember wearing it to lots of Christmas parties.
Yeah, that's a Christmas tartan. That's a very fine tartan. Very, very fine.
And did you have a design in mind when you were making it? Did you have any?
No. I had my whole mind in the design I want to make it. Means no pattern, nothing.
No pattern?
No.
All freehand?
Yep.
There's a little picture here. Yeah, this one.
I loved black and white.
So do I, so maybe that's where I get it from.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you go, there's your black watch.
That's my black watch, yes.
That's your black watch.
I made myself that.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who asked me to work on a kilt?
Tell me.
Kристиан Диор.
Really?
Yeah. My name is Samantha McCoach, and I run a small family-run company called Le Kilt. We are in Edinburgh, which is where I'm from. Le Kilt really started very organically. My granny made me a little black watch kilt. I wore it with like my little monkey boots, and it just really became part of my uniform. And suddenly friends started asking how they could have one, and ordered 12 tartans, sent them to my granny's house. That Christmas we made 12 kilts together on her kitchen table, and that's how it started. I love this one, the classic black watch. The kilt starts with the fabric.
Il kilt è in realtà un tessuto che viene piegato e poi ripiegato e tenuto da una cintura, non è un pezzo di abbigliamento costruito con il cartamodello, questo è avvenuto successivamente.
It was a simple way to dress, but it was also a way to dress that denoted that you were Scottish. For example, my husband, he wore a kilt on our wedding day, and if he's playing the bagpipes, of course, he wears a kilt. He has played the bagpipes at, say, funerals or weddings in his family, but they also, remarkably, can be worn in ways that show subversion. When I became in the 1970s and started listening to the Sex Pistols, the first thing I did was to get myself a tartan kilt. And that's what I wore to watch the Sex Pistols play, because to be a punk was to wear a tartan kilt. And this starts in the 18th century even, where tartan and kilts are associated with rebellion, with uprising.
Welcome to Johnstons of Elgin, Maria Grazia. We'll pop through to the archive room. It's very much a live archive. We have all the pattern archive, which is brilliant. We can have a look at some of these. We've got, I know the 1950s, so we've got from 1797 up at the end, 1797 all the way through to present day, actually, which is great.
Guarda questo archivio di coperte. This is beautiful.
This is, so the dates are here.
Mi piacciono molti. I love it.
This is the 60s.
Guarda che belle. Questo è degli anni 60, tutte le coperte. Sono bellissime. Questo archivio è bellissimo.
So we'll give you these books. We can send these books. Yeah.
Una mazza della Scozia con i bandiere.
Bellissimo. Bellissimo. Bellissimo.
Now, let me show you the mill and how the cashmere is woven.
This is where all the magic starts. The raw material comes in here. So we only purchase fully traceable cashmere, and that's also the same for wool as well. So it's already been scoured, so washed and combed before it arrives with us, so it's ready to just go into production.
This is so party, it's big, but this country is very big. In a couple of years we card it twice, so there's actually two sets of the same machine.
So this is the carding. So the fiber's already been blended at this point. Possibly different colours have been blended together already as it's loaded into the hopper. There we go.
And then you get straight. And then you stop breaking. So the first time you see carding. Wow.
It's my first time.
Yeah,
I've
the
never
first time
seen
she
before.
sees this spinning mill. Wow, that's good.
Really?
I'm so glad it's here. And then you'll see the spinning.
And here's where we finally start to see the pieces.
Sì.
So here's our warp mills. This is one of our oldest warp mills. It's a Hattersley.
This is very difficult work.
Very manual, this one. It can take 600 cones of yarn.
Abbiamo collaborato con questa grande azienda di una lunga tradizione che è Johnstons e che realizza bellissime coperte, ma anche tessuti, ma anche maglieria. Loro sono un'azienda veramente incredibile perché partono veramente dalla lana e poi fanno il filato e poi lo tingono e poi lo tessono per le varie funzioni. Quindi è stato bellissimo avere questa grande opportunità di visitare il loro grandissimo stabilimento e museo e poter fare una ricerca per poter anche con loro fare una collaborazione legata a questa collezione.
Good boy, good boy, good boy. Steady, steady now. Steady, good boy. Aye, look at. Stand.
Well, I'm Walter. Part of the blending department. So we'll get a sheet with the batch on it and the mix numbers and the quantities of wool. We go and gather it, weigh it out, bring it down the stairs, and then we'll mix it. And then it gets sent up to the cards after that.
The Hebrides and Harris Tweed, they are making perhaps the most ancient and therefore meaningful form of tweed. The colours of the water, the colours of the land, all of those colours are woven into the tweeds. The way they make it, which involves an entire community working in a very cooperative way, has taken place on the islands for centuries.
Just McKeever, and I'm a worker. It's the last process before the work threads go out to the weaver. So we set up a pattern card like this. We can do anything from 98 threads to 268 at a time.
Well, my name's Callum Stewart and I'm a stamper inspector with the Harris Tweed Authority. We come to the mills, we stamp the tweed that authenticates it, then it's genuine Harris Tweed. We also visit the weavers to ensure that they're adhering to all the rules and regulations and make sure that it's all been hand woven.
It's great.
It's ready to be shipped out to Paris.
The colours turned out great.
Yes.
We are in Oxborough Hall in Norfolk, which contains the best collection of what are amazingly the surviving embroideries that Mary made over 450 years ago. Mary Queen of Scots, born in Scotland, but then sent to France at the age of 5 as prospective wife of its Dauphin, became Queen of France just a year, really, before the Dauphin tragically died, and Mary was widowed and came back to Scotland to resume her reign there. Her nobility rose up against her, and she fled to England, hoping that Queen Elizabeth I would be her saviour, but it was not to be. She ended up being captive in England for 19 years, and during her captivity, with her letters censored, with her visitors vetoed, she then turned to embroidery to claim her own testimony when her enemies were talking against her. The central piece is really fascinating. It's one of the larger rectangles, so it would have taken hundreds of hours to actually execute. She made it when she was collaborating with the Duke of Norfolk, the place where we are now, to basically marry him, overthrow Elizabeth, claim the English throne, and return England to Catholicism. She made him the cushion as a gift, but it was also a kind of private coded correspondence of basically Mary agreeing to this plot. So in that she has a hand descending from the righteousness of heaven to prune away old infertile vines, which stand, of course, for Elizabeth I, who was called the Virgin Queen. Embroidery at that time was not signed, but Mary made a point of signing her pieces. So you have both her cipher and you have her monogram. All those embroideries, as I said before, is Mary trying to put down her own story, because her story wasn't being told. She was being silent, she had no voice.
In realtà rispetto alla collezione ci sono diversi riferimenti a lei, ma non abbiamo voluto fare dei riferimenti così specifici, anche se sicuramente ci saranno delle influenze, ma sono delle influenze che ovviamente si mescolano, perché comunque la moda è un territorio che ti porta necessariamente a mescolare i vari riferimenti. Quindi abbiamo fatto una collaborazione abbastanza inusuale con quest'artista. Lei realizza queste ceramiche dove reinterpreta anche figure del passato, ricontestualizzandole da un punto di vista contemporaneo.
My name is Pollyanna Johnson, and I'm an artist and a painter. I've always wanted to be a painter, like dreaming as a little girl, and so I kind of went on that path. I've always wanted to paint portraits, and I studied art history as well, and so I had all these kind of women's portraits in the back of my head. I kind of take them from history and then put them into my work. Bringing the feminism alongside the portraits reframes them and put them in centre stage, giving them a story. For this project with Dior, the inspiration is like very Scottish, and I wanted to have Mary Queen of Scots. And I found this really gentle portrait of her, which was kind of unassuming. A lot of the portraits of her have these huge collars and she looks like a queen, whereas this one was very kind of delicate and she could be anyone, really. I've also included the fizzles, the unicorn and the lion. I wanted to use words that are often used to describe women and definitely not used to describe men. When I was thinking of Mary Queen of Scots, I was thinking a woman in power must get this so much more. And the contrast, using a delicate portrait of her and these powerful words, gives her a voice.
Queste parole in realtà in passato erano molto accusatorie rispetto a queste donne. Invece lei con il suo lavoro vuole non solo rivalutare queste donne, ma mettere in luce come queste parole appartenessero a queste donne e quindi in qualche modo le rivendica. Questi termini sono stati riprodotti a punto croce perché mi sembrava comunque un punto di ricamo che ben esprimeva e si legava al lavoro dell'artista in alcuni specifici pezzi che sono però molto contenuti all'interno della collezione.
Pour la pause 2025, j'ai travaillé sur une robe en tweed, justement, tartan violet et noir, avec un joli dos nu et un col très très haut en écharpe, qui a demandé pas mal de techniques justement pour que la jupe reste floue, mais que le col soit un peu plus tailleur, un peu plus soutenu, un peu plus rigide. C'est une matière qui est un peu épaisse, un peu mousseuse, qui se travaille complètement différemment de la mousseline ou le coton, par exemple. Pas impossible, mais plus compliqué.
J'ai plutôt une bonne nouvelle, je viens de recevoir la réponse de l'agence. Et donc sur les 3 photos qu'il y avait dans les photos de nos archives, on a obtenu les droits, ainsi que pour ceux... La contact 14 et sur la contact 4, le final aussi c'est bon, celui qui était dans l'article de presse. Ok, je veux bien le croquis du kill s'il te plaît, et puis si vous avez d'autres éléments sur lesquels vous avez bien avancé, que vous voulez mettre dans la collection, n'hésitez pas, ils seront ravis de voir le résultat.
We started working with Samantha in 2004 when she was studying fashion at ACA in Edinburgh, and been very happy to support her over the last 20 years. The fabric that we're seeing on the loom that we're working with Samantha is a herringbone construction, and that gives you a little bit of a diagonal that goes up and down across the fabric, where you have 8 threads go in one direction and the other 8 threads go in the other.
So the buckle is here.
Aye, that, yeah. But vertically you want it an inch in to the edge. So you want to line an inch in. We're in a small town in North Lanarkshire called Motherwell. As we're cutting the panels for the garment, and from here the garment will go to another part of the factory where it is pleated. It's put into what we call the steam box to set the pleats.
I think we can put this one
with it underneath.
With it under, yeah. It was an absolute privilege to also have access to look at those original photographs that were from the very first Dior show that was up in Scotland, and to incorporate them into the kilt that we're working on together.
When it comes to the important thing, putting the nameplate or the label on the garment, what you end up with then is an absolutely perfect quality garment made in Scotland.
The view is magnificent. Bellissimo.
of Scotland, yes.
No, but the space is perfect.
The runway could be all the way from here
to there.
To there, yes. So they seated here, covered if there's any rain.
And where do you put the people, from here onto there?
No, against this wall.
Ah, against this wall?
Yeah, like this.
It's strange. If the model comes from here...
Yes. So the media
who the
and
people
the photos,
is
they will see, exactly, they're going to see the garden.
They see the garden.
They see the garden, exactly. It's only for the photos and the media.
But in any case, the show in streaming is another story,
yes.
Yeah?
On film, it's very nice to see the girls walk against the wall over there.
Yes.
And then going down. But it's true, the guests will not see it. I agree with you.
I think.
It seems like the best option.
Okay. I think it's work. Okay.
Well, we're very fortunate at Johnstons that we've got this rich archive. And when we get visitors like Maria Grazia, they're always fascinated to come in here and explore the history of the business. The map clearly caught the eye of Maria Grazia. She was fascinated by its provenance and its history. And it's a beautiful piece of artwork. It was produced in the 1930s. It kind of describes some tours around Scotland which would take you to all of the different mills that were still in operation. Maria Grazia had the idea to use this map to make a cashmere blanket. We'll go into dye house, and in our dyeing process we'll have a number of different ways to dye the material, try and treat the fibre as delicately as possible.
So the raw fibre comes in and we apply the dye and auxiliaries and dye the cashmere.
Then we get the samples as well.
We've got carding machines, which then process the material. They basically pull it apart and put it back together again in a way that produces a final web of material that's completely homogeneous. So that when we cut that into slithers and twist it into yarn, every metre of yarn is exactly the same.
The yarn goes on there, fed through the reed onto the main machine, onto the drum, where we actually produce the warp. The next stage, they would be put into the looms, where the weft would be woven through them.
All of the people in that process talk to each other to make sure that the material that they're getting passed to them is at the highest possible quality.
So even the smaller places and the locks and things that have come out really well.
Like even the crown of Balmoral.
The crown's tiny.
Yeah.
Like to think that we've gone from there to that is just crazy, actually.
The map that Maria's chosen is quite fascinating because it talks to the regional heritage of Scottish textiles as well. And we're the nation that created tartan, for example, which is globally ubiquitous and which feed that sense of Scotland being a textile nation. The other thing that's unique about Scotland is that we have this beautiful scenery